I'm on my way to my LCS, which is Castro Valley Coin. No real plan in mind, just hopefully we'll be coming home with some silver, maybe some gold. Just never know what they're going to have, so please stay tuned.
Stacking Cat.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Stacking Cat channel, where I talk all things silver with a little bit of gold, and thank you all for watching. If you could please subscribe, smash that like button, and share this video, that would be awesome. Alright, so as you guys just saw, I was on my way out to my local coin shop, Castro Valley Coin, where I went there really with no plan at all. The plan was basically just to purchase some silver, maybe some gold, just see exactly what they had. So when I got in there, they let me know right off the bat they had this really cool $5 half eagle gold piece that they wanted me to check out. So I went ahead and did that. And, sometimes plans change when something really cool presents itself. And this was one of those occasions. And so I walked out of there with that gold piece. It is a classic head 1834 $5 half eagle with a little bit different of an obverse than what I know a lot of you guys are used to when it comes to the Liberty head. This replaced the capped bust, which was what they used for the $5 piece up through 1833. And before that, of course, was the draped bust, which began in 1795 through 1807. And that was their primary gold coin of the time. So they only made this one for 4 years. Now, I usually don't go with too much of the numismatic stuff. However, this one did come raw, as you guys saw in the little video clip I just showed you. Oh, and by the way, you're going to want to stay tuned until the end of the video. I have some really cool video footage of a lot of different gold coins and gold pieces from all throughout the world, some pre-33 stuff, some modern bullion that I was able to shoot there. Stuff I'll never be able to probably own myself, but just really fun to look at. And I will put that at the end of the video after I kind of go through and explain really what this classic head $5 half eagle gold coin is. So yeah, 1834, that was the first year that they minted this particular style. They only did it for 5 years through 1838, or 5 iterations. So 1834, 35, 36, 37, and 38. Now it is minted in Philadelphia. Get that a little closer. So you guys can see there is no mint mark there. Usually it would be in between kind of the bottom of the eagle and the denomination amount. It also has no motto, the "In God We Trust," which was really common at the time, or it ended up being really common on all the coinage, but at this particular time, that just was not the case. And so they have the same, pretty much the same heraldic eagle on the reverse, carrying the arrows in one of its talons, and of course the olive branch, the War and Peace motto, as you guys could see. But a lot different, and it's really cool looking at these old coins for a variety of reasons, other than the fact that it's 186 years old. But it's just the way that they struck them back then. Of course, they don't have like the modern mechanizations that they have now, where they probably just put in all the different information into a computer. That, of course, was not the case in 1834. So each coin is unique in its own right because of that. When they first started the minting process on whatever the specific coin was, the dies were a lot crisper, and you can see them wear out over time. It looks like this one was struck pretty good. I have no idea if it's been cleaned or not. I mean, it's a really old coin. It's been in circulation, or it was this whole time. It survived the Gold Confiscation Act of 1933. Then it made its way to Castro Valley Coin, and they gave me a really great deal on it. So thanks again to those guys out there. If you're ever in the East Bay area, or just the general vicinity of the Bay Area, it is worth going out and checking checking these guys out. Very fair, friendly guys. So check them out if you're ever in the area. But I do kind of want to show this version, the classic head versus the Liberty head, which I know a lot of you guys are familiar with, especially with the pre 33 gold. Now, the Liberty head was the one that was utilized, as you can see in my left hand there, from 1839 through 1907. I believe it was '07. And it's really become the coin that is synonymous with the era. And of course, they minted it in all denominations from the $5 half eagle all the way up through the $20 double eagle. And I believe the quarter eagle as well, the $2.50 piece. So a little bit different look for Lady Liberty. As you can see, she still has the crown that says Liberty across the top. And just doesn't have the flowing locks of hair, but still has the 13 stars there around the side, or around the rim of the coin. And as we go to the reverse, so yeah, I bought this raw and I put it in the 2x2, or I think they put it in for me. Oops, go to the reverse and I must have flipped back around. So very similar, as you can see in the 1906, the Liberty Head version. It does have the "In God We Trust" motto, and it says 5D, where the word 5 is spelled out versus just the number 5. Other than that, pretty similar. So, if you've been watching my channel for a while, I really enjoy this pre-33 stuff. And another reason is just the historical context or significance of it all. Like I said, it's 186 years old, and it's just fun to think about what was going on at the time. Not everything was great at the time, of course, in 1834, but just in the context of its kind of the chronological aspect of it. So if you think about it, it was 45 years after the US Constitution was ratified, and still 27 years before the American Civil War. So it kind of fell right in between that spot. There were 24 states at the time, and I will put up the American flag, the 24 star flag. So that's pretty fun to look at all the old different flags as different states were admitted to the Union. That is something to think about, but I just love like the potential personal aspects of it all. Where has this coin been? Who had it? How many times did it exchange hands? Was it used on like a land deal? I mean, in 1834 or around that time period, who knows how much land cost? Was it part of some other type of transaction? Was it passed down through the years? I should have brought out my 1903 Liberty head I have that was passed down to me from my great grandfather, that he also saved from the 1933 Gold Confiscation Act here in the United States. So really fun to think about where this coin has been. Just all those different aspects really is what makes it fun for me when it comes to not only just stacking silver and gold, but also the collectability factor. And as I mentioned earlier, it probably doesn't have too much numismatic value to it. It's been sitting raw for all these years, or who knows how long it's been sitting raw, but it was in the shop like that. It's not a graded version, which would have been probably worth a lot more money, and I probably would not have bought it if that was the case. So when it comes to buying this kind of stuff, and especially if you can get it at a really good price, then I'd say just go for it. That is the my main suggestion in that regard. It's just fun to stack this kind of stuff, as long as it's not breaking the bank and you do have an end game. You have a reasoning for doing it. Okay, so let's then get into this little video footage I shot. It's under 2 minutes. Just a lot of different gold that they have to offer there, a couple of trays worth. And like I said, I will never be able to own it myself. It's just fun to look at, so let's go ahead and do that. All right then, so I think that's going to wrap things up for this video. And if you'd like to see similar videos about silver with a little bit of gold, then please subscribe and push that notification bell, smash that like button, and leave a comment. And until next time, this is the Stacking Cat.